Alright, so fishing between two boats. Excuse me. Because I guess somebody fucked up in scheduling or some shit. Because where they're at right now is the boat ramp. That is a boat ramp for small boats. They're not even at the actual dock all the way on the other end. They're literally at the ramp. Docked at the ramp. And they couldn't use this little platform area because right down there is a bunch of rocks, as you can kind of tell in the video. There's a bunch of rocks down there. So, yeah, fishing in between two boats. We're also using bait we haven't used before. I have some spotted bass cut up on that pole. I have a piece of golden red horse on this pole here. And then I just have a chunk of a much smaller chunk of largemouth bass on this one. And then the little pole over here is thrown on a bobber down there. Amazingly staying out. Can't really tell it there. But we have a bobber out over there with a baby shad on it that's been in my freezer for a little while. So maybe we'll catch a drum this close up. You know, I'm really fine with anything that decides to grab that and eat it. I'm just glad that that bobber's staying out there further out rather than like floating all the way down. So maybe we're getting a nice weird current having that boat sitting there and basically like pumping water out of the back of it the whole night. Maybe we're getting some kind of cool current here that's doing some different stuff, or I don't know. Maybe it's so deep that it's sitting barely on the bottom. Maybe. Either way, maybe we'll catch something on it. Okay, I made a short about this. This asshole decided to break my pole. So we have a fishing video at least for today. And I guess I have a title for the video. You fucking asshole drum. This fish broke my pole. Here, come here, drum. I'm gonna drag you on the fucking ground because fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I know, a lot of language, and I don't care. Fucking drum, bro. You fucking drum. You broke my fucking pole, you son of a bitch. This fucking drum also knocked my fucking bobber loose, bro. I had a bobber on the pole. We ain't got no bobber now, and that was not me. I did not touch my own pole. Either a stick touched it or something grabbed onto it. It's not fighting very much, so, or fighting at all, so yeah, we'll see. I didn't touch it though, not with my leg. See a rock, oh, too close, but yeah. So, fucking drum took my fucking bobber too, bro. But you know what? We can still use this pole. I just have to zip tie these two together, so now it's an even shorter pole. So fuck it. Fuck that drum. I threw him as far as I could. He went out like 10 feet before he actually hit the water. That's how angry I am at that drum. Like, I know I don't sound like super angry about it because, you know, fuck it, whatever. I caught a fish. And so I have a video for you guys at least, you know. But damn it, fucking drum, bro. Alright, here we go. Zip tie. Have a zip tie. Oop, that time that was me on my pole. I hit the back of it. Alright. So what we do with the zip tie here. So we take it and we zip tie these two eyelets together. And now we can use this pole even though it's broken, and that inner piece will just pop back out if it was pulled on. So now we just have a slightly shorter pole because that ain't going nowhere now. At least until it gets broke again by a fish. Hopefully not, but I do have some more little bait to put on this pole tonight. Because I have, like I said, the big chunk, a big chunk, and a little chunk. But those are all out there. The drum actually was right next to here because we have rocks. Like a lot of rocks out. And yeah, that was a stick that touched it. You can't really see it out there, but I can see it where it's let go of my line. I might just tag that line to a little bit, but little driftwood is definitely better than big driftwood. Anyways, I'm gonna go get another glow stick, grab another bobber, put it on my pole, and we're gonna try to catch some more fish, and hopefully these ones won't break my pole again. Which is crazy that that thing broke that pole, because that pole has been through a lot. Like, in the short time I've owned that pole, I've only owned it for this season of fishing, but that pole has caught a lot of fish, and a lot of big fish, so I'm not too bad about it, and it's only like a $25 pole at Walmart, so it's not too bad at all, actually, so I'm not gonna be too mad about it. A little irritated that it happened, yes, for sure. But yeah, hopefully we'll catch some more fish. Enough babbling on. So apparently I need like stronger test line or something. This is 65-pound test braided line. And a fish grabbed onto my line. And I knew it was a fish on because it kept bobbing, you know, steadily, like a fish was pulling on it every now. You know, they weren't all exactly the same pull. You know, some were a little harder than others. As soon as I pull, it just breaks instantly. Like, I felt me pull whatever it was slightly, and then it just came undone. So what I think happened was a big long-nosed gar grabbed onto this and basically swallowed everything, my leader, the snell, everything down far enough that it was directly on the line instead of on the leader that I have. And just, it was biting right down on the line, and it just snapped, because I don't know of any other reason for 65-pound test line to get snapped like that. That really made me mad. Like, I know it wasn't hung up on anything. That really makes me annoyed, because beginning of this week I bought a thing of sinkers, and I've used them setting up. I gave my brother, I think, a couple of them. I put one on, you know, my nephew's pole, and you know, I lost a couple. And yeah, I don't have any more sinkers now for a little while, till like next week. So let's hope we don't get hung up on the other lines and lose those 1-ounce sinkers, because the only sinkers I have are really tiny snap weights, and then I have a little bit of really small, like, probably the biggest in there is like a 1/4 of an ounce weight. So I'm going to throw a few of these on. Not really what I want to use for sinkers, but we're going to throw a few of these on, get this pole back out in the water, and maybe catch some fish. I probably won't even bother putting my last leader on it. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, so because I have to buy leaders, I got to buy weights, and honestly, that's it. I got to buy leaders and weights. Because I have plenty of hooks. I'm not that big thing of hooks. But I don't really have the money to buy the weights I need, because I'm buying a 5-pound box of weights. There's like 50 some odd weights in there, for ounce weights. I think it was 50, somewhere around there. However many ounces are in 5 pounds. You know, then we're just getting the ounce weights, and then I'm getting a big old 50 pack of leaders. Various length. Actually, no, I think they're all the same length leaders. I think they're like 6 or 12-inch leaders. I don't know. I'll double check them before I buy them, but they don't need to be too long of leaders. But yeah, we're gonna do that, I guess. I guess I should throw this leader on. That's so irritating, though. That was the smallest hook I had, too, that I had out on this line, so I was hoping for, you know, I was honestly hoping a fish would just swallow it and stay on. But I was also hoping to actually catch the fish. So that's fun. And that is the third cast net I've bought that is now destroyed. And why? Because I just so happened to land on a light. a fucking light. That somebody, either someone yanked off of here and threw in the water, being a douchebag, or it came loose from the flood that we had a long, years ago, and that's why it came off. But I'm pretty sure it's probably some kid twisted it off or something. Actually, I really don't know, because that's not twisted off, that's like pulled off. So I don't know, it was probably from the flood. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah. There goes another cast net, because I can already tell that it's fucked up, because one of the strings down there, as you can tell, is popped loose. One of the main strings there is loose, so this cast net's done. Don't ask me how it managed to stay attached to that to pull it up, but yeah, that's cast net dead.